What up, though? It's your girl, She's Too Quiet, and welcome back to the She's Too Quiet podcast. I know. It's been a while since I've been back on the podcast. I'm sure a lot has transpired in your life and my life, but I'm happy to say that I'm back on the air. We're going to be coming with a little new vibe, okay? I'm switching the style up a little bit, so I hope you enjoy. It's going to be the same podcast, but done a little bit differently. Just tap in with me. We're going to ride this ride together. For y'all that don't know, we began season 2 last year, and I think the last episode was somewhere around November time frame when I kind of fell off the wagon. But we're going to continue on with season 2. We're going to crank out these episodes for you. Stick around, buckle up your seatbelt. It's going to be a fun ride. Now, some things are going to be a little different, but we're just flowing. We're going to see how it goes, and I hope you guys enjoy. Today's episode is called Quiet Doesn't Mean Weak. Okay? So for those who are new to the podcast, this podcast is for the ones who are overlooked, for the ones who are underestimated, or simply too quiet for the noise of this world. I'm Tania, a fellow introvert, woman of faith, inviting you to find strength in stillness, clarity in solitude, and purpose in your quiet voice. This time around, every episode you'll hear reflections, devotions, and quiet confessions that remind you don't have to be loud to be powerful. And if you're listening, you're already a part of the Quiet Power Club, a space where we can celebrate gentle strength and the God who meets us in our silence. Let's get into it. So I have a confession, okay? I have a confession. I used to think I had to speak up to matter. Is that the same for you? Tell me, talk to me. Did you think you had to speak up to matter? I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? I was in my early 20s when I started working in the ortho clinic. My desk was at the front. I was checking folks in. We had all types of patients. We had active duty military, we had veterans, we had kids, we saw people with sports injuries, we saw people who came in for joint pain, even spine patients. We saw everybody. We had a steady stream of people all day long. I want to say it was like the biggest clinic in the hospital. Now, me being me, I stayed at my desk. I was focused. I was checking patients in. I was trying to make sure I had all the paperwork together, trying to make sure I'm there doing my job, right? But get this, some of my coworkers, they were a little bit more social than me, Like I said before, I'm an introvert, so I really just stay to myself, try to get my work done, do my 8 hours, and get up out of there, right? But when I first joined the clinic, I didn't really know a lot of people and things like that, so I was just focused on learning my job, right? But most of the people that have been there, they know how the clinic runs and stuff like that, so they would get up, leave their desk, go chit chat with some of the other coworkers. We had a casting room, so where staff would put on casts for different people. Sometimes some of the front desk would go and be in the cast room and things like that. Some would wheel patients to different clinics trying to help them out. So most of my time, a lot of people wasn't at the front desk, and I'm just like, I don't know where everybody is. But there's like a line of people, right? So let me just focus on trying to do what I'm here to do, right? So one day my supervisor told me that I need to be more social. Basically, he thought that because I was at my desk, I wasn't being a team player because I wasn't conversing with everybody. It didn't seem like I was being helpful. Um, that was the vibe he was kind of trying to tell me to, be more integrated into the clinic. When I thought, hey, I'm doing what my job description says, so if I'm up away from my desk in the back talking with everybody else, who's gonna check the patients in, and people get angry and all this stuff. So you could imagine what I was thinking. I was like, how is me working not being a team player? Did I defend myself? I know you probably asking. Did I pop off at him? Of course not. Did I tell him all the stuff that I do? Did I tell him, listen, I'm over here calling around. I'm trying to help these patients. I'm trying to do this and do that. Nope. I said nothing. I was quiet. I was shocked, appalled, but still quiet. Eventually, reality set in for him. Patients were piling up. There weren't enough people checking people in. That's when my supervisor realized it wasn't about me being antisocial. It was about me actually doing my job. And you know what? He had to come back and apologize. He understood. At that moment, he recognized my value. This moment stuck with me, or has stuck with me most of my life because it reminds me that sometimes quiet people are really misunderstood. What looks like being distant or withdrawn is really just focus, consistency, and showing up where it counts. You don't always have to speak up to matter. That was a moment in time where I realized that. Don't get me wrong, there'll be times where you have to address issues head on, but in this case, my work ethic spoke for me. Now, I do want to give you this scripture, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. It says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. The very thing others may label as a weakness, like you being quiet, reserved, or not the most social, can be the very place that God's strength can show up most clearly. His grace covers us, and what looks small in the world's eyes can actually be powerful in God's eyes. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been strong in silence? If you have, I'd love to hear when you have been strong in silence. Now, some people who are maybe on the extrovert side, maybe you have a story to where you have to actually speak up for yourself and do the opposite of what us quiet people do. Now, for my quiet people, if you've ever been told you're too quiet or that you don't seem like a team player because you're not the loudest in the room, I want you to remember this. Your quiet strength matters. God can use it in ways that others may not immediately recognize. Don't shrink from it. Instead, embrace it because that is where God's grace shows up most. Now, a lot of times I feel the thing that us quiet people struggle with is embracing who we are and not changing because someone else wants us to change or changing because we feel like we need to act out of character or become this person that's not us. We need to embrace our quietness. It's okay. Everyone can't be the same. I know in this day and age, there are so many copy and paste things in this world. People have the same hairstyles, the same houses. People decorate the same, wear the same clothes. But if we are to truly embrace our individuality, we will find comfort. We will find less pressure, less negativity if we just be who God called us to be. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you join me next week on Friday. I will have another confession for you. I hope you enjoy this new format. Please put some comments down. If you like this podcast, please rate it. I appreciate you. I ask that you continue to work with your girl, okay? Continue to work with me. I do want to give you a song. Y'all know I love music, and I want to give you a song that I've been listening to lately. It's really nice. It's a new spin on a classic, okay? It's called GR8 R U by Wess. It's spelled GR, the number 8, the letter R, and the letter U by Wess. Okay, check that out. Let me know what you think of it. I would be happy to read how you feel about that song. If this episode spoke to you, make sure you follow me on social media. Join the Quiet Power Club, okay? You can find the Quiet Power Club on Instagram at Quiet Power Club. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, She's Too Quiet. And of course, you can listen to this podcast wherever podcasts are found. Don't forget to do two things, that's to love God and love people. This is for the soft spoken and deeply felt. Until next time, deuces.